Smart door locks provide peace, security, and comfort for you in your Z-Wave smart home. By having a smart door lock, you can remotely lock or unlock your door, and you will be notified as soon as somebody enters their PIN code. In parentheses, pay attention that it's important what kind of brand you are using. In this video, I show you how you can add a YDM3168 door lock from Yale company to Vera control unit and how to use it. Before starting anything, let me define two words for you. In Z-Wave, inclusion means adding Z-Wave device to Z-Wave network, and exclusion means removing Z-Wave device from gateway or Z-Wave network. In order to include any Z-Wave device, first of all, we have to enter our gateway into inclusion mode. Then, by entering the device into inclusion mode, device will be entered to Z-Wave network. For excluding, it's necessary to have the gateway into exclusion mode, then enter the device into exclusion mode in order to remove it from gateway. Let's go to YDM3168, a Yale model door lock. This door lock can be added to Z-Wave network if this module is inserted or is installed into door lock. This is the Z-Wave module. By going to the inside panel of door lock and removing battery door, this module can be inserted here. Pay attention to sockets. This is the R key in door lock. Whenever I said press R key, I mean pressing this key. Before starting to add Yale door lock to Z-Wave network, it is important that we must put this door lock into advanced mode. For having door lock in advanced mode, we must press R key, hash, entering master PIN code, gain hash, or hash, entering master PIN code, touching hash button, entering it again, touching hash button. Now, door lock is in advanced mode. For adding it to Z-Wave network, we have to enter our gateway with Vera to inclusion mode, then entering door lock to inclusion mode. In order to enter Vera, you need to inclusion mode. While connected to Vera, you should go to Devices, Add Device, select Generic Z-Wave device, click Next. In step 2, Vera asks us whether device we want to add it is assembled and powered. Door lock is assembled and it is powered up. If I click on Next, Vera starts and goes to inclusion mode, and it's ready to add devices within 1 minute. For having door lock into inclusion mode, we must press R key, then hash button, entering master pin code, hash button, 3, hash button, 1, hash button, entering 80, then hash button. Let's add it to Vera control unit. I click Next. Vera is in inclusion mode for 1 minute. Let's go to the door lock. For entering door lock to inclusion mode, R key is pressed, hash button is touched, master pin code is entered, hash button is touched, 3 is touched, hash touched, then 1, hash button, 80 is entered, hash button. Vera detected door lock. At this page, must name it. And at the bottom of the page, we can set a room for it. By clicking Finish, Vera starts configuring door lock. And it may take up to 90 seconds. During this time, we mustn't do anything with Vera control unit. Yale door lock is added to Vera by clicking on the arrow sign. Setting of door lock is opened. Here we can change its name or change its room. Don't forget to click on Save Changes. For adding pin codes, we can select Add Pin Code here or go to Pin Codes page. In Pin Codes page, we can see all the pin codes set or programmed into door lock. By selecting Add Pin Code, we can program new pin code to door lock. Pin name, I name the pin code I want to insert, then entering pin code. Pin code was added. By going to pin codes page, at this page we can see that the one pin code is entered into door lock. By clicking on trash bin, the pin code will be removed. In Vera control, adding Z-Wave door locks, we can restrict pin codes. For doing so, we must click on restrictions. By default, The PIN code is validate always, but we can change it to daily or weekly. For weekly, we must select the days we want the PIN code to be valid, Saturday and Sundays. And in section valid from, we must enter the time, the start time, and valid until the end time. For example, PIN code named Ali Reza will be valid on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 22 by clicking on Add Restrictions. Setting restrictions may take up to 2 minutes. During these 2 minutes, we must wait. By selecting daily, we can restrict the PIN code from a specific date to another specific date. And we can remove restrictions by clicking on a remove icon in front of PIN code's description. Let me add another PIN code. Name is Vera. Okay, Sarah PIN code is available always, but AliReza works on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 22. Let's test them. Today is Monday, so AliReza's PIN code is not available, but Sarah is. Let's try both PIN codes. Door is closed and automatically lock will be door lock will be locked. Vera shows the real status of door lock. Now I enter AliReza's PIN code. It does not work. Let's try Sarah's PIN. Work. Here you can see that Vera shows which PIN code was entered. In notifications section, we can receive notification based on a door is locked or unlocked, bad PIN code entered, a PIN code is entered, lock button is pressed, lock fails to operate, a pin code entered outside of valid date, low battery, very low battery, battery level goes below, a pin code was changed using the lock keypad, a pin code was programmed into the lock, a pin code was removed from the lock, a pin code failed to be programmed into the lock. Imagine another user set a pin code. By having this notification, you will be notified as soon as another user sets a new pin code. Or here, for example, when the battery of the door light goes below 10%, I will receive a notification indicating this issue. Very easy. And I click it. If battery level goes below 10%, I will be informed by receiving a text message from Vera Control, an email, and also a notification and pop-ups uh, from Vera mobile application in my cell phone. Here we can see the level of batteries inserted in door lock. So by having Z-Wave door lock and added to Vera control unit, you can remotely set or remove passwords, or let's say pin codes, restrict them, lock or unlock the door. Another option Vera offers you is that you can have different scenes to be run based on pin codes. Let me show you an example. For adding new scenes in Vera control units, must go to scenes, add scenes. Our trigger is door lock's pin code, so trigger is a device. Select device. Here door lock selected. I choose a pin code is entered. Any or Sarah. I select Sarah and I validate it. In next step, I must define what happens. Whenever Sarah's pin code is entered, I want Lester in showroom turns on. Now I have to wait till or around 30 seconds in order Vera finishes configuring scene. Let's try what happens. when Sarah enters her PIN code. Lester must be turned on. See, as soon as I enter Sarah's PIN code, Lester turned on. You can have more complex scenes. This was an easy one. This helps you never enter a dark home. The scene I wrote. User Sarah enter. Dashboard. We have logs of doorlock. Another way to see the logs of doorlock is going to settings of doorlock, selecting logs. Username Sarah has unlocked doorlock. Let me set another scene. Before doing that, I go to pin codes, and by selecting remove in front of Alireza's pin code, restriction of that pin code will be removed. I want to have another scene based on Alireza's pin code. When I'm in any mode, in device action, I want to have halogens in trans room turn on. Let's wait around 30 seconds. In trans halogen, turn it off. Okay, now it's time to enter Adireza's pin code into doorlock. See what will happen. Versions turn on. You can have scenes based on whether door is locked or unlocked, bad pin code is entered. For instance, you can have a scene whenever bad pin code is entered, or let's say a wrong pin code is entered, siren goes off. Lock button is pressed, though battery, very low battery level goes below. A pin code was changed using the lock keypad. Pin code was programmed into the lock, and several other options. You can have scenes based on them. You can receive notifications based on them. All in all, by having a Z-Wave smart door lock, specifically Yale 1, you can control and monitor your locks remotely as if you were in front of door lock. For excluding this device from Z-Wave network, we have to enter our gateway into exclusion mode. For removing it from a Vera control unit, we must go to the setting of door lock. At the bottom of the page, click on delete device. By selecting unpair, Vera control goes to exclusion mode and it's ready to remove Yale door lock from it. We have Vera control in exclusion mode. Now it's time to enter door lock to exclusion mode. In order to do so, R key must be pressed, hash button, entering master pin code, hash button, 3, hash button, 2, hash, 80 must be entered, and hash. Door lock is removed from Vera control unit. Pay attention that in order to add or remove Yale door lock into Z-Wave network, we must have it in advanced mode. At the beginning of this video, I showed you how you can set the mode of door lock into advanced. Now let's set the mode of door lock to normal. In order to set the mode of door lock to normal, R key must be pressed, hash button, Master code must be entered. Five. Hash button. The code must be entered. It must be re-entered. Now door lock is in normal mode. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any question, do not hesitate to ask me. Goodbye.